Hello, everybody, and welcome to Valley X's Channels. We're here for a new segment tonight, Pizza with the Ponies. I'm Pete Winslow. With me is Don Ackerman. And Don, we've got two incredible guests with us, Brynne Laska, Lily Timmons. Thanks for joining us, of the girls hockey team who had such a great season. And Don, we had watched so many of their games this season. It was so fun. So thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So, Lily Timmons, I feel like you don't need an introduction. We called your name so many times this season. The stalwart in net for the Ponies. What a great career. Congrats on a fantastic career.
Thank you.
And I know, like I said, Don, we had so much fun watching you this season, but is it crazy to think that you're gonna be moving on next year and did it go fast for you or?
Yeah, it is crazy. It did go really fast. Like all the seniors in the locker room, I mean, we had so many of them. We were talking about freshman year, even 7th, 8th grade, just playing for Stillwater, and now, we're all graduating and moving on, but yeah, it's really fun.
And your best year, 8 shutouts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was my best year.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that streak, because it was like that crazy run we watched. It was like, oh my gosh, there's nothing getting by you.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of was in your head as far as like how you were feeling? Because obviously even just a cheap one can go by in a streak like that, but I mean, you stood tall and you were great. So kind of talk us through that whole kind of streak.
Yeah, I'd say just from a shutout standpoint, I mean, you want to get a shutout and you don't want to let anything in, but it kind of, just getting the shutouts, it adds into your confidence. So then once you get more confidence, you just kind of keep rolling on that. And it just, I feel like I had the confidence to help my team out. And so that just kind of kept me going and kept the streak going.
Have a hole to climb out of here at the rec center in Stillwater as Timmons on a rebound. Good pressure on in front of goal that time.
And Brynne, I mean, we talked about you, and obviously you were a freshman this year, and on a team where there's a lot of senior firepower, and all of a sudden you earned your way into the front line with Josie and Brooke. And we had seen a lot of games where the lines were kind of jumbling up. We had, it feels like the team hadn't quite found what was the perfect fit, and then boom, all of a sudden you come along and slot in perfectly in the middle. What was that like?
I mean, it was just incredible being able to play with Josie. I've looked up to her since I first come to Stillwater. So playing with her was just so cool, and it's an honor to be on a line with her.
Yeah, and I would say, 5 goals, 6 assists, right? So you're helping and contributing. A couple penalty minutes in there. Do you have a favorite penalty that you took, or least favorite, or one of those where you're like, what was that for?
Tripping. Was it tripping I got?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
And according to the stats, said you had a game winner. Do you remember that?
The Woodbury game. Section. Is it sections?
Yeah, it was sections.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
How's that feel like to be able to contribute that way, to win a game? I mean, that's pretty powerful, I think.
I loved it. The celly I did.
Yeah, we were all super excited for her.
Yeah,
just because it's one of our freshmen getting a big goal in sections. I think it was 2-2. So
it was such a fun game.
Yeah.
And like I said, we remember you getting your first 2 goals of the season, and as excited as you were, it looked like everybody else in the building was way more excited than you were. You kind of played it off cool, I think. But can you take us back to that game where you netted the first one? I mean, it always feels like the first one is super important in your career.
It's it's a memory that I will always hold, and being on the line with Audrey and Emma when I first got it was fun, being on the ice with them and celebrating with them. And then all the seniors coming out from the bench and hugging me. It's a memory I'll always have.
And Lily, speaking of memories, I mean, you've had a great career of memories, ups and downs. What stands out in your mind, through your journey, kind of something sticks out?
I have a lot of them. On the ice for a game, I would say it was freshman year when we beat Hill to go to state. That was one of my biggest on ice memories. And then just being in the locker room and around my best friends every day. I wouldn't say there's just one specific memory in that, but it's just, we have so much fun in there, and that's definitely something I'll miss the most, but that's for sure one of my best memories is just being around everyone.
One thing I noticed when I was looking at your stats that I didn't catch up on, I saw it earlier, you had an assist this year. When I look back, you have one every year.
Yeah.
You normally don't say that about a goalie.
No, it's usually just me stopping it behind the net, and then there's like someone passing it up.
So nothing
but
deliberate
it's nothing
that you've
crazy.
done. Like
no.
you're not setting it up.
No, it's
Okay.
just like me going to stop it behind the net, like I'd normally do, and then it's just someone takes it up the ice and makes a pass. That's
Nice.
Have
usually
you never
what
had the
it is.
opportunity to score an empty net?
Oh gosh, no, I don't think I'd be able to, honestly.
It's a straight shot from the
I
net
have
to
not
net.
tried that. I'd be too scared to.
And Brynne, so going back to you stepping up and finding more and more minutes, what was that talk with Coach like during the season? Because obviously, I mean, anytime you step into a line with those two players, there's a lot of pressure, let alone you being as young as you are. Kind of talk us through that and kind of what went through your mind when you kind of got the call of like, hey, you're going to be slotted into this line quite a bit now.
Yeah, I mean, she just kind of said, like, do your job, like, do everything that, like, Brooke and Josie say. And so, like, I always get the puck, just have fun with them. Like, I was like, what was my name for the team? I was Simba. I was, like, the baby of the line. So they always had my back, and I was just helping them do their thing.
I'm surprised they didn't hold you up after you scored your first goal.
Yeah.
That would have been a selly.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, we admired how much you were able to step in and just seamlessly play with those two players, Don. I know we talked about it a lot on the broadcast of just how great you looked out there when the expectations are so high on this team.
Yeah.
And, you know, Lily, you were talking about the locker room atmosphere. And when I did some interviews earlier this season, it seemed like everybody was pretty tight-knit and the culture was really great. Can you talk about that, especially since you've kind of seen it, you know, probably change and, you know, find its shape throughout the last few years?
I'd say this is the tightest team I've ever been on in Stillwater. It helped a lot having a lot of older seniors, and just because even though we had our captains, I think that every senior on the team was definitely in a leadership role. And so we were all there for the same reason, to win and just get along and have a lot of fun. So I think that just being around everyone every day, like we all had a really good mindset, and it just made everyone get along really well, and it was just like a really fun time.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, so, Brynne, as you come in, did anybody have great advice for you? What did they say? And then, you know, I can ask Lily, what do you say to the next people coming in? Like, what kind of advice did you get coming
They're
in?
kind of just like, it's gonna be hard, but like you're gonna get used to it. And like, a lot of things like they said were like, trust the process. Like it's gonna be hard in the beginning, but it's like everything you do now is gonna make up for the end. So a lot of it is just like trust the process, and every opportunity you get, just like make it count.
Did you believe them when they said that, or you were just like they're just saying that to like get me through it?
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I believed them.
That sounds familiar. Just take the grind and then it pays off. Nice.
For sure. Yeah, that's definitely something we've said to them, just like do the hard work, and the hard work pays off, and it comes back to you in good ways. I guess for like future ponies and just people still on the team, it's like honestly just have fun with it. Like I remember the best games I had, and even the best practices, I was just having a lot of fun with my teammates, and I wasn't thinking. Because at this stage as a hockey player, it's like muscle memory. So you're not really going to learn anything new, but you're just going to get better as a team and move forward and hopefully win a lot of games.
Speaking of moving forward, lots of seniors are leaving. But during the season, we did see your goalie teammate Haley step in quite a few games, and she looked really good. So what can you say about her kind of taking over your mantle as you kind of pass the torch?
Yeah, I mean, she was one of the best goalie partners I've ever had. She was just so supportive, and even though she didn't get as many games, she always supported everyone on the team. She supported me a lot, and I'm super excited to see her take my role, because I think she'll do a really good job, and I think she'll really step up.
So Lily, where are you going next?
I'm gonna go play at Gus Davis.
Okay, so lots of hockey still, folks.
Yes.
For Timmons. Yeah, we have no doubt that you'll do great things there. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
And then Brynne, obviously, you know, how is it going to be for you having a ton of experience this year, but then seeing, you know, obviously, some close friends and seniors leaving, for next year?
I mean, I'll be like a leader next year, so like all my friends coming up, I can like help them get used to it and like change from youth hockey to high school hockey. So just being there for them, like with that, and just like having a different role this year of being a leader.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, they're gonna be like, Brynne, how did you do this? I'm like, I've been there, done that. It'll be easy. Trust the process.
Is there somebody like you want to be, like, Coach Cashman had said at one point, like she played she was coaching against one of her friends. And she goes, so I kind of don't want to lose because she's never going to let me hear the end of it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything like that going on? It's such a weird mix, right?
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, our rivals are Hill. We never like losing to Hill because it's always like,
they're tough.
Yeah, so that's always something like, oh, we need to beat Hill and stuff like that. This is kind of controversial, but I love playing Edina.
Okay.
I don't know, I just love their playing style and like how we play against them. I just think it's super fun, but
I like that.
Yeah.
After a game, what is like the food or something you crave that like I gotta have this after the game?
So when we'd win at home, or even if we lost, but usually when we win, we'd go across the street and get like a Sprite or a Coke or something at McDonald's.
Sugar rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's your favorite Disney character?
Disney character.
I love Disney.
Hard to choose just one.
Yeah.
I'm drawing blank.
I don't know, I kind of like Moana.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
almost feel like you have to say Simba, don't you, Brynne?
Oh yeah, Simba. Yeah.
That's right.
Perfect.
What's one thing you can't live without? Is there an app, your phone?
Probably Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, that's how like everyone communicates now. So.
Wow, that's not how I communicate, Don. I don't know.
I guess you and I might not
Let's
be.
not date ourselves. What makes you so good at what you do? Obviously hockey, I guess. That's what we're talking about.
Or anything.
I'd say practice, because practice makes perfect, and like doing it a lot would make you be good at the thing you love.
Yeah, I'd say practice for sure, and just determination and kind of drive to get better every day. And there's never a point where you're too good where you can't do anything else. So just to like keep going and keep working on something and finding something to work on, for sure.
How do you sum up your high school career in like 5 words? What are 5 words that pop out? I guess you said fun.
Yeah, fun. I'm grateful.
Oh.
Another one.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Grateful and fun. That's
Yeah,
a
I'm
good combo right there.
Yeah, great answers. Like we said, thank you so much. We really appreciated you guys coming in tonight. We had so much fun covering your team here on Valley Access Channels. We look forward to watching you progress in your career next year and the year after that. And, hope to have you on again. We look forward to hearing updates about your career post Stillwater. Don, this has been a successful Pizza with the Ponies. We want to thank you.
Thank you.
Big thank you to Papa John's, our sponsor.
Yes.
We love you guys. We appreciate everything you provide for us. And thanks for watching here, the first episode of Pizza with the Ponies on Valley Access Channels.